this thing on?
Hi Stans, my name is Stan. Welcome to the world of Extra.
And my name is Stewie.
And my name is Mer.
My name is Mama.
What are we doing today, mother? So, you guys loved my video from a couple of years ago called Going to Only TikTok Viral Places for 24 Hours. And there's a lot of things to do in Tokyo. And living here for the last 8 years, I still haven't done every single thing. And you guys are And I know you guys are very curious to see what it's really like to go to these TikTok viral places because sometimes TikTok is just a little bit misleading. So we are going to check for ourselves.
いいね。ごめん、私うちで待ってる。
Anyway, with that said, let's go!
And no, I don't want to hear anything about the gash on my face.
The first place we're going to is the secret restaurant behind a vending machine. Apparently, it's pretty much an American diner, and it's been super viral recently. So we packed our bags, took a cab straight to Ueno. The restaurant is located in Ameyokocho, which is a very international shopping district. So our first mission is to test out all the vending machines to look for the restaurant. We were testing out every vending machine in the vicinity until we found the God Diner Ueno. It's actually pretty subtle if you're just passing by, but behind the vending machine is a staircase that leads to the second floor. The vibe is so cool and retro right from the moment you come in. There's a lot of American posters and trinkets on the wall. They give you a wet towel to wipe your hands. Their menu consists of American burgers, shakes, floats, and sundaes. And they also serve alcohol. They even have an all-gender bathroom. Okay, initial thoughts, the vibe is so nice. There's not a lot of people, but I think it's because they close at 3 p.m. and it's currently 1:43. And another thing, it's literally under the train tracks, so whenever the train passes, it's so scary. The entire building shakes.
Why do I kind of love it here?
Yeah, I like the music too.
They play such amazing music. Anyway, let's order.
来てくれた。
はい。
ありがとうございます。じゃあこのインスタグラムやってて、
はい。
フォローとメンションでめっちゃ可愛いステッカー新しく入ってきて。
あー、なるほど。あ、はい。
よかったら。
はい
レビューもぜひ。
あ、わかりました。
お願いします。
はい、ありがとうございます。Apparently, if you tag them on Instagram, they give you these stickers. Anyway, we weren't that hungry, so we decided to just share one caramel sundae and one classic burger. Step 1, get rid of the lettuce. We all know that lettuce is like the worst part of a burger. It makes everything so messy and soggy. The burger was honestly super delicious. It's pretty much identical to every famous American diners in Tokyo, but I honestly feel like people only come here for the vending machine entrance. The vibe and the music are really good, but it does get pretty annoying every time the train passes. Don't get me wrong though, the burgers are very delicious, but if you're not in the area, don't care about the vibe, don't care about taking photos or making a viral TikTok, it's not necessarily a must-go if you're traveling, since it's not even really Japan, but more American. With that said, we also tried the caramel sundae. Damn, that's good. If you do live in Japan though and are craving American sweets, I do recommend this place. I also love the size. It's not too big because some places have like massive sundaes. Like no one eats that much sundae. Look how shallow it is. It's just the perfect size for a quick little dessert. We would rate the place an 8 out of 10, and today we're going to do honest reviews of even more viral foods, like the spaghetti-looking matcha and even wagyu with gold flake. A lot of you are probably watching this video thinking of coming to Japan. Some of you might even already have your plane ticket, but do you have your internet connection ready for your trip? As someone who travels a lot, that's one of the main things I tend to forget until the very last minute, and that's why I'm here to introduce Saily. Saily is basically a new eSIM service app. Simply said, it gets you connected to the internet even when you're traveling without having to worry about renting or carrying a pocket Wi-Fi. You can choose from several affordable eSIM plans in over 180 countries and 8 regions. That's almost the entire world with one eSIM. With a Saily eSIM, you'll always have a connection when needed. And it's so easy and straightforward. You just download the Saily app, click add data, select the country you're traveling in, and choose from the available plans. I personally don't recommend using your carrier roaming data plans. They get super expensive quick. And on top of Saily being super affordable, they even have a built-in VPN, ad blocker, and web protection. It's so affordable. I'm currently using a Japan data plan on my spare travel phone. I know some people are nervous about using eSIMs because sometimes they're not compatible with some devices, but don't even worry because if that happens, you get a full refund. No more lining up at the airport for a pocket Wi-Fi. No more connecting to public Wi-Fi. Saily has got your back. And of course, I have a special deal for people watching this video. Download the Saily app and get an exclusive 15% off on Saily eSIM data plans with my code EXTRA at checkout. Or go to saily.com/extra. That's XTRA, not EXTRA. Thank you so much to Saily for sponsoring this video. We've made it to the next destination, which is in Ginza. Ginza is one of the most famous shopping districts in Tokyo, and the aquarium is inside Mitsukoshi, which is the oldest surviving department store in Japan, built in 1673. I'm actually kind of surprised to find out that the aquarium is on the 9th floor of a mall. But let's go up to the 9th floor, bitch! I honestly don't know what possessed us to use an escalator all the way to the 9th floor. There's this recent invention called the elevator. We found the entrance, so we have to go buy a ticket at the vending machine, and then we have to line up. There's like a time. Let's do this. It's 2,700 yen per person. Oh my god. That's expensive. We got our ticket. The museum was not on the same floor as the ticket vending machine, so we went one floor down and went into the museum. This is kind of everything. We're not gonna lie, we thought it was going to be underwhelming, but we were honestly kind of shook. There were so many goldfishes. Even Mur and Stewie were mesmerized. This room specifically is just one row of tanks, so don't be fooled by the mirror in the back. Either way, it was really cool to look at. We're not gonna lie, we knew nothing about fishes when we visited, but nonetheless, everything was very interesting. We were just having fun at the museum, looking at all the fishes. Flash photography is not allowed, but there are photo spotlight signs on the floor, and that's where all the lighting is. But the portraits don't really turn out well, in my opinion. I think it's just a little too dark. We don't know why there are Japanese traditional masks here, but I guess it was kind of interesting. As we were walking around, we started to notice just how many fishes there were. It honestly started to feel very cruel. All the tanks were very overcrowded, and I looked it up, and apparently one goldfish alone needs at least 20 gallons of water, and I felt like none of the tanks had enough. We could kind of tell some fishes were getting really tired, and some fish bowls were especially tiny. We're not gonna lie, some exhibits were really pretty, but it was also at the expense of these animals, and after experiencing what we saw today, I don't know how I feel about aquariums anymore. Of course, like every museum, there is a souvenir shop at the end. There are some art from local artists. There are some huge goldfish plushies and also wood postcards. With that said, I can't really support coming to this place. It is a little bit too expensive anyway, so I don't know.
Tokyo desserts, so you don't have to. This matcha Mont Blanc ice cream cone has been all over my TikTok, so I had to try it. I was totally fooled because there's no ice cream in this whatsoever.
This next place I've seen all over TikTok for years now, and it's this fresh matcha Mont Blanc. There's apparently 9 layers in the cone, and it's topped with gold flakes. A lot of people don't like being filmed, but this place promotes it. I'm excited for some dessert.
ご準備よろしいですか？はい。はい。はい。それでは絞ります。Go!
We got the viral Mont Blanc matcha ice cream. Let's see the hype. This isn't the only place that does this, but there was a lot of people.
Yeah.
I think it was really TikTok viral.
Yeah, and the place was small too.
Yeah. Oh. Wait. Oh my god.
Wait, why is it so good?
That's so matcha-y. There's a cake layer as well? What? Oh, can we have some? 10 out of 10 out of 10. Wait, I love it. It's so good.
Yeah, me too.
Bone apple teeth.
It's so good.
Honestly, this might be worth the hype.
Yeah, I agree.
But I have a question. Is it worth the price?
Wait, is it expensive?
It was 1,400 yen for
Just for one cone?
Yes, that is a whole meal in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So it's kind of expensive. I think we're paying more for like the experience, the photo, the spaghetti vibes of it all. In terms of taste, I feel like you can get something similar or maybe even better from the convenience store. Damn.
Controversial.
But I mean, honestly, for me, it's worth it. Honestly? Yeah.
I would say so too. And for the experience too, right?
Yeah. 10 out of 10. What's the next place? We are going to Bigo. Bigo. It's a Ferris wheel with a karaoke inside, and it's in Tokyo Dome City. Girl, what the fuck? Unfortunately, Big O was closed today. But just imagine a Ferris wheel with a karaoke inside. I feel like Tokyo Dome City is one of the most underrated places for tourists. There's a literal amusement park in the middle of the city. We hung out for a little bit, and now it's lunchtime.
Hands down, this was our favorite spot in Tokyo. The Wagyu beef is melt-in-your-mouth quality and can be enjoyed in 3 different ways. After trying a third as is, crack an egg in and mix.
So we got on the train to go to Asakusa Station. I don't know which exit we got out of, but it was the weirdest part of the station. We've never been to this part of the station, and we even thought we were lost. It also stinks. I'm so confused. Like, where are we? What is this?
Oh fuck.
It's flooding in here. What the fuck is this basement? This does not look like Japan. Turns out it was the basement of the shopping district in Asakusa. Anyway, we made it to Wagyu Ichinoya. We found it. There's only 2 people in line. I feel like that other business across the street is kind of eating up this Wagyu place. It's also really interesting to note that it has almost 5 stars on Google, but it has pretty bad reviews on Japanese websites. It's basically a restaurant serving only beef top rice boxes. They have several beef levels, and I'm really curious about this top quality chateaubriand. I would say we waited for about 15 to 20 minutes, even though we were just second in line, and they were closing in about an hour and a half at 5 p.m., but people were still lining up. After a few more minutes of waiting, we finally got seated. I just accidentally sat on this and it launched me forward. It happened to me too. They need to get rid of this. The interior was pretty modern and bland. It's another QR code order, like every other fucking restaurant in Tokyo these days. Their menu's short and simple. They literally have like 6 or 7 items. And it's pretty much like all the same things, but like different degree of beefiness. Get me the top quality gold leaf chateaubriand immediately.
Better get the quality. Sorry.
We're going to compare the 3 levels.
Rock, paper, scissors. Who gets the higher level beef? Rock, paper, scissors.
Mer got the special rare, Stewie got the top rare, and I got the one with the gold leaf.
This place is small.
For a viral place, you can get like at least a 3-story building. Do you guys remember the first one we did of this video? We went to Tsujihang and they also had an instruction of how to eat your food. I just love a fucking restaurant that tells you what to do. With that said, we all got our food. Everything honestly looked very similar except for mine had gold leaves on it. Let's follow the instructions. Step 1 is to eat 1/3 of the rice bowl from the left side. This step is obviously when you get to taste the beef in its purest form. And honestly, whatever level you choose, it's super delicious. But I'm not gonna lie, the most expensive one is the oiliest and the tastiest. The beef actually melts in your mouth. We all decided to let each other taste the ones we ordered as well. And surprisingly,
Wait, whether you like this one better?
the top rare one Stewie ordered was the best one. Anyway, after finishing 1/3 of the box, it's time for step 2. You gotta use the egg separator they give you to extract the yolk. You know that's the chicken, baby. You add your yolk to the empty space and start spreading it around. That's when you scoop out the most perfect bite, enjoying the creaminess of the yolk, because this is Japan and we don't have salmonella over here, bitch. And let me tell you, this is the best step. This isn't part of the instructions, but we can't waste the protein in the egg white, so you know. Of course, Stewie's gonna do it as well. And so is Mer. We all only care about protein. After eating another 1/3 of the rice box, transfer what's remaining into this tiny bowl they give you, mix the sesame seed and the nori as well, and add this broth that comes with your tray as well, to make this delicious finale for your course. Such a delicious, refreshing part of the meal. We loved it. What's some of this? Oh my god. That took me by surprise. I did not know what to expect.
I didn't either, but I was very pleasantly surprised.
You can kind of tell it is a very TikTok viral place because literally 100% of the customers were foreign. Everyone was a tourist.
Even the waiter was like really fluent in English.
The weird part though, they didn't have the instructions in English. So all the tourists, we were just watching. They didn't know what to do. They were just pouring the entire egg onto the rice bowl. And they were just like eating it how you would eat a normal rice bowl. But I mean, if you watch The World of Extra, you would know how to do it. You wouldn't look like a loser. Just kidding, just kidding.
Sorry.
Anyway, they didn't have dessert, and obviously after a meal, we do need some dessert. So let's go look for a TikTok viral cafe.
We tried the viral Ruru Cafe that just opened in Shibuya, known for its unique water table concept and traditional Japanese aesthetics with a tranquil design. The menu features matcha-based desserts, a lava cheesecake, and specialty lattes.
So we made our way to Shibuya. The cafe was on the second floor of a new building and it was kind of hard to find. And it wasn't very bold from the outside either. So first you come in and you have to order before you get to take a seat. Also, it's a store rule that everyone has to buy a cake and a drink. I did appreciate it though that they had a coat rack by the entrance. When they give you a number, you just place it on the table like that. We were scared of disturbing the sand, but it was under a glass layer. I'm gonna say the aesthetic of the cafe is very pretty though. There are real rocks and even real sakura branches. It's really unique and creative. Also, just an interesting side note, you are allowed to place a tripod in the water. Our food and drinks came on this glass tray and she slid it carefully until it disappeared. It felt like everything was floating on the water. They also pour the drinks right in front of you for the maximum viral effect on TikTok, of course. I got the hojicha soy latte, Mer got a matcha soy latte, and Stewie wanted to try the strawberry lemonade.
I love the whole performance.
Yeah.
I'm like excited. I love the vibe.
The water feature is like something else. Like, I don't think anyone has ever done this before.
Yeah, right? Like, this is so interesting.
Is it clean though?
I can see particles in the water.
Yeah, I don't think it's clean.
I think it's clean because otherwise it would get moldy.
We do love the performance, but at the end of the day, it is still a cafe and we do have to taste test everything. Surprisingly, the drinks were very delicious, especially the hojicha latte. Hojicha latte is basically roasted tea. I feel like it is such an underrated drink to tourists here in Japan.
My favorite is the hojicha.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I think my favorite is the hojaicha.
The desserts we got were matcha terrine and hojicha terrine. The whole time, we were just so scared of dropping the food into the water, especially because the entire tray moves every time you touch it. Needless to say, the desserts were very delicious as well. You can tell they use real matcha and real hojicha. I wish they didn't sell out of these rocks though because we were so curious.
Every time I accidentally touch the water, I'm like... It's actually kind of annoying.
The table was also kind of too low. I wish it was just a little bit higher because to take a sip of the drinks, we had to carry our drink. And obviously it's wet, so it was just dripping all over our pants.
Am I just being a hater? What happens if you spill your drink into the water and like the entire pool just turns green or brown?
I did not think of that.
Right?
Because this is a matcha place.
It will literally just be a swamp.
Okay. I kind of loved it.
I loved it too.
That was honestly amazing. At first, I was like, and then I was like, I feel like the staff was kind of tired. Like everyone was so tired in there. I was like, arigatou gozaimasu, and they were just like. With that said, the food and the drinks were actually really good. I wish they didn't sell out of that rock that they're so famously known for. Also, out of like the 10 people there, 7 were Japanese. Like most of them were Japanese.
Wait, yeah.
So I don't know where is viral. Is it Japanese TikTok or international TikTok? But more than half were Japanese people. We would give it a 9 out of 10. Today was such a productive day. We went to so many different places and everything we tried today were so interesting. Yeah. Anyway, let us know in the comments down below which one your favorite was and which one you're planning to go to when you come to Tokyo. With that said, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe because I upload every single week. We'll see you guys again on my next video next week. Bye!